So back in 2016, Hydrilla was discovered in Cayuga Lake in front of the Wells College, and the area there in purple, which is surrounded by the purple there, that has been the main treatment area for a number of years. It's about 30 acres. And over the past couple years, however, the Army Corps of Engineers have been monitoring the whole area, the whole blue area, light blue area shown here. And so typically, you know, they're treating in the purple area using fluoridone, and then they're spot treating in other areas when they see some smaller patches that are outside of that with copper. And they also have been performing checks on where they do these periodic point intercept surveys throughout the growing season. And so last year, if you look at this chart, you can see where they've seen some, where way up north, they saw a moderate growth there. A little further south, you know, they found some more. You know, so there's a couple areas where they just are persisting in spite of the treatment. So they saw 4 patches last year, which are indicated on this report. Two of the patches were seen within prior to completion, prior to the treatment starting, but then they weren't seen later. So it's thought that that was addressed. Other ones were noted, they were treated with copper, but they were still noted at the end of the season. Let's see, I've got another. So this area, when they went back in the fall of 2020, they saw some significant growth up in the area that's like the hash mark. So for this year, they're proposing to not only treat with fluoridone in this purple area, but also in the hash mark area. And then they are planning on applying copper in the little green box areas. And what they found is that the treatment is effective, but this weed is persistent. But they did find that, you know, each successive year, the percent occurrence in the area has declined. And I think I have another picture to show you that. Okay, so if you see to the left of your screen with all the red dots there, that was the first year that they were found Hydrilla and were treating Hydrilla. And then as it moves, you know, across your screen, it's becoming less dense, but more widespread. But at the end of 2020, which is on your right, there were, you know, very few locations. So they feel pretty good about that they are, you know, really knocking this down. And in addition, they are finding that the native plants are not being impacted by this fluoridone. So they are not just killing plants widespread, but they are being very selective. So this year they're going to treat in the area that I just showed you. Probably the treatment is going to start the end of June, early July, depending upon water temperature, and then we'll go for 10 weeks after that. And we will make, like we have, they make public notice to everybody within this area, and we test the water supply at Wells College weekly during the treatment. In addition, we will be testing the Wells College public bathing beach too. And the history of all this testing is we really have not found any issue of concern while they do this chemical application.